Welcome to News Today with Universal Parks News Today. I'm Tom Corliss, and here is the news for September 13th, 2025. Nintendo and Illumination officially announced the Super Mario Galaxy movie coming to theaters in April of 2026. The movie was announced during the Nintendo Direct stream on September 12th with the teaser trailer. The film will be the main event of the Super Mario Bros. 40th anniversary celebration, said Shigeru Miyamoto, the creator of Mario. The Super Mario Bros. Movie directors Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic return for the sequel, as does composer Brian Tyler. The returning cast includes Chris Pratt as Mario, Anya Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Jack Black as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad, and Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek. The games Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 are also coming to Nintendo Switch on October 2nd of 2025. There will be new Mario and Rosalina Galaxy Amiibo figures. This is interesting. Of course, Super Mario Galaxy already slightly involved in the Super Nintendo world, lands around the world. There's little references. There's some music from the games, etc. So maybe some more down the road. Maybe this movie does really well. Maybe this movie does well. This movie will be a giant mega hit, undoubtedly. And yeah, but I'd like more Galaxy in the parks. I also, selfishly, my favorite Mario game is Odyssey, and I want more Odyssey in the parks. But maybe, I don't know, maybe that'll be the third movie. Maybe we get Cappy in the third movie, also voiced by Chris Pratt. Universal Orlando annual pass holders can now get the new pass holder magnet featuring E.T. The new magnet has the standard UOAP lettering logo. However, for this E.T. version, the O is shaped like the moon and has a silhouette of Elliot riding the bicycle with E.T. in the front basket. The white lettering stands out against the nighttime sky background, and stars of various sizes are scattered across the background. Pass holders can pick up the magnet for free at the UOAP Lounge in Toon Lagoon at Islands of Adventure daily from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., or guests can also stop by the Tonight Shop in New York at Universal Studios Florida from park open to park close. Following a closure of just over 4 months, the restrooms located in Port of Entry at Islands of Adventure have finally reopened to guests. The restrooms are located just past the entrance to the park, first closed for refurbishment in May of this year. The entire Waterworks building was closed off and wrapped in construction walls, so the nature of the renovation was not visible. As of September 10th, the restrooms are once again fully open and operational. The exterior of the building appears largely unchanged, maybe a little cleaner. But inside, the floor tiles closer to the restroom entrance appear to be updated. Inside the building, the floors feature beige tile with flecks of neutral colors and white square tile borders. The walls are made of gray stone, and there is a mosaic tile accent behind one of the paper towel dispensers and trash cans. Sphere-shaped chandeliers and modern-looking wall sconces provide lighting in the space. Countertops are white marble with 2 sinks in each section. And one other major change to the restroom is the addition of a new family restroom to the side of the entrance. This was not open on September 10th when we visited. It may need a little more time before it's ready, but there was not previously a family restroom available in this location. Confisco Grille and Mythos restaurant at Islands of Adventure will soon feature brand new menus. Confisco Grille is a full-service restaurant in the Port of Entry. The menu features dishes inspired by Asian, Mediterranean, Greek, and other cuisines. Confisco Grille recently added quesadilla, Santa Fe salad, and other items to the menu earlier this year. However, the announcement brings more items to said menu. The new grilled Angus beef churrasco steak is charred skirt steak dressed in jalapeno bacon and sweet corn relish, tomato, cilantro rice, and fresh chimichurri sauce. Sous chef Josh Flores said, "I grew up in Puerto Rico, so I took a little pride in this dish because we use that a lot in the Caribbean." The vegan-friendly summer avocado hummus features spiced Fresno chili sauce, crisp garbanzo, and crunchy pita chips with a sprinkle of everything seasoning on top. "We thought that the avocado would give a really good creaminess to the hummus. It's a refreshing dish," he said. The new curry dosa consists of a potato and serrano chili pepper filling. It's made with coconut jalapeno ginger puree and tomato cilantro chutney. Also new is the herb roaster Corvina filet. The filet is pan-roasted with a chimichurri marinade and parmesan and served over spinach orzo salad. Served up next to this dish is baby heirloom tomatoes and a tangy butter lemon sauce. The flan brulee is a combination of flan and creme brulee and features cream cheese flan, sugar brulee, whipped topping, and warm cinnamon sugar churros. "Flan was a big thing in my house," said Chef Josh. "As I was becoming an adult, I jumped into the cooking industry and started seeing desserts from all around the world and became a really big fan of creme brulee." Lastly, the brand new Tres Leches bread pudding is covered in caramel sauce and topped with salted caramel ice cream and croissant crumble. I will say this. I want to go ahead and say this. Confisco's is my favorite in-park restaurant in all of Universal Florida. It really is. Universal Orlando, either park. Absolutely love this restaurant. I know I love Atlantic and I love Blue Dragon, but I think this is still my favorite. I mean, I probably prefer the interior of the two Epic Universe sit-downs more, but man, I really love the food at Confisco's. Meanwhile, located in the Lost Continent, Mythos restaurant is an award-winning restaurant with a mix of Mediterranean, Asian, and American fare. The watermelon salad consists of arugula, spinach, watermelon, feta, tomatoes tossed with pumpkin seeds, spiced garbanzo beans, and cucumbers, drizzled in a strawberry lemon vinaigrette. The long summer days in the middle of July when my cousins in Southern California that had us playing in sprinklers and enjoying watermelons fresh off the stands, those warm summer memories and the flavor of crisp watermelon really were a driving force, said the former restaurant manager Tammy. The catch of the season features the chef's daily selection of fresh fish, plus roasted potatoes, sweet corn, baby spinach, charred tomato, fennel cream, crispy fingerling chips, and lemon oil garnish. Tomatoes are beautiful in Florida right now, so I wanted to highlight the freshness that we have locally. We put a nice char on that, which enhances the sweetness of the tomato, and the fennel is a perfect balance, says Chef Justin Jones. The sea scallop and sweet corn risotto dish includes sweet corn puree, jalapeno bacon crumb spicy ajvar, which is a Serbian red pepper relish, fresh corn, and grana padano cheese. Former restaurant manager, now snack cart manager, Tammy believes Mythos will continue to be the flagship of the parks. Quote, "My hope for the future is that Mythos will continue to be looked at as the mecca of theme park restaurants that we have come to be." I'm sorry, Tammy. I think Mythos died a long time ago. That food has not been great for quite a while. Mythos has been surpassed 18 times since, but for sure in the 2000s into the early 2010s, Mythos was in the conversation. I don't know that it ever deserved to be number one for all theme parks in the world. It was a bit much. But value-wise and taste-wise was excellent, absolutely excellent. And then I find like around the late 2010s, they really tanked. It just wasn't the same. Once the steak medallions went away and that menu, that was the end. That was it. I've been a couple times since. I just never. And I find that Confisco's is the opposite, where I think they've really stepped their game up and they should be in that conversation now. The main Starbucks location at Universal Orlando's CityWalk has now reopened to guests following a nearly 3-month closure as the building was refurbished. The Starbucks location in CityWalk closed for refurb back in mid-June. As of September 10th, the full location has reopened to guests with an updated interior design. This location has a covered area with outdoor seating. The area appears largely unchanged except for new tables. While the previous version of the sign used to say Starbucks Coffee, the new sign simply reads Starbucks. I think people will figure it out. Moving to the interior, the indoor ordering and seating areas have also seen some changes. This location used to have more of a modern industrial style aesthetic with dark wood, black metal hardware, and dimmer lighting, but the whole space is now much brighter with lighter colors. All the chairs and tables have been updated. The color scheme of the location is now comprised mostly pale brown wood and shades of green. The chairs are all now made of pale wood with a tall back and no arms. The nearby bench seats are all covered in pale green color as opposed to the previous red, and likewise most of the fixtures around the space have been updated with the lighter wood colors. The walls around the corner, around all the corners, are now all painted in darker green, and another major change is the large wall behind this row of bench seating. Previously, this wall had a faux brick pattern with chalkboard-style art of a world map. The wall now has a new design courtesy of artist Mike Wilcox, who was responsible for the recent Art Deco-style Starbucks drinkware collection. The art is shades of blue, green, tan, and orange. A mermaid sits in the middle of an aquatic scene surrounded by coral and fish, and even more changes have taken place near the ordering counter. Previously, the wall behind the counter was lined with open shelving made of dark metal and more faux brick. These have been removed and replaced with some pale wood panels starting from the ceiling. The wall below the panels is now covered in white rectangular tiles, and the geometric light fixture with orbs hanging from curved silver poles is also new. The wall closer to the entrance has been similarly updated with the paler wood color, and the shelves to the left of the cooler now wrap around the side of the corner. The Starbucks logo and some light sconces used to be attached to this wall, but they've all been removed. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with PR Guests and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head on over to www.travel and their team will design your next magical vacation, from tickets to Epic Universe and other Universal parks to hotel reservations and more. And the best part is their concierge services are 100% free. So book today. We spotted new Harry Potter merchandise in Filch's Emporium of Confiscated Goods at Universal Studios Hollywood. The new collection features the House of Black, one of the largest, oldest, and wealthiest wizarding families. Wizards in the Black family tree are typically sorted into Slytherin. Famous Black family members include Sirius Black and Bellatrix Lestrange. The House of Black collection includes the House of Black shirt for $37, a Crest sweatshirt for $70, a Crest mug for $27, and a Crest pin for $12. The Hard Rock Hotel at Universal Orlando Resort has recently shared a first look at one of the newly renovated guest rooms. The Hard Rock Hotel has recently been in the process of updating the guest rooms as part of a multi-year hotel renovation project. The first look was shared by the hotel on the Hard Rock Hotel at Universal Orlando Instagram account. The post includes the caption, "Put your favorite track on the record player and step into our newly renovated guest rooms at Hard Rock Hotel at Universal Orlando, where California sunset hues set the scene for an unforgettable stay." The new rooms take inspiration again from the colors of a California sunset with bright orange, blue, brown, gray, and yellow. The general layout of the room is the same, but the colors and soft goods have been changed. Hard Rock had like the worst rooms. I stayed here for the first time like 2 or 3 years ago, and it was abysmal. This is certainly a nice update, but again, it looks pretty bland to me. We've really taken the theme out of theme park hotel rooms, whether it's Disney or Universal. It doesn't seem to matter, but this is extraordinarily bland. Let me know in the comments how you feel about it. I don't know. I'm not wild about it. Look, it needed to be fixed. I'm glad it's fixed. They're certainly better than they were, but you know, you're Hard Rock. Like, shouldn't there be more of an overt, music theme? Not to be that guy, but Universal Epic Universe dominated the 2025 Golden Ticket Awards, knocking Star Wars Rise of the Resistance out of the Best Dark Ride spot. Plus, Universal Volcano Bay was named Best Water Park. The Golden Ticket Awards by Amusement Today shine a spotlight on the amusement park industry and attractions by recognizing the best of the best. There were 22 categories in the 2025 awards, and Epic Universe earned 4 wins, plus plenty of runner-up positions. Tim Baldwin, the Golden Ticket Awards communications coordinator, said it was Universal's year, unquestionably. There was so much build-up to this park's opening dating back to before the pandemic, and they pulled it off. The awards alone demonstrate that Universal really delivered the goods. Best new roller coaster was given to Stardust Racers. Hard to argue that. The best new attraction installation was Harry Potter and the Battle at the Ministry. The best new theme concept was Dark Universe. The best dark ride was Monsters Unchained. The Frankenstein Experiment. The best water park, Universal Volcano Bay. You can head over to our website for the complete list of winners, including additional notable awards. Real quick, I do want to mention our honest reviews of Epic Universe. Finally, part 4 is released. That is How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk. And I have recorded the final part, which would be Dark Universe and the Village of Darkmoor. So stay tuned any day now. That's going to come out. And then we are finally done with our honest reviews of Epic Universe. Thank you so much for your patience. It's been a crazy couple months here. I'm glad we could finally do those. So please spend a couple hours with me here on the channel. Check those out, and let's talk about theme parks. Guests are now able to take their brownie leftovers outside of the Pizza Moon restaurant following a recent policy change. The to-go boxes for brownies, it's a smaller size than the pizza to-go box offered at Pizza Moon. Like a pizza box, this one is made of white cardboard. The top lid has the Pizza Moon Queen as she sits inside the moon holding up a slice of pepperoni pizza. The background and edges have a blue and red checkered diamond pattern, though the background pattern is muted compared to the rest of the art. The back and inside of the box are plain. Of course, when Epic Universe opened in May, generic leftover boxes were available for guests who had leftovers and wanted to take their food with them. However, earlier this summer, Epic Universe guests were surprised to learn that to-go boxes were not available and they were not allowed to take their leftovers outside the restaurant. Later in June, pizza to-go boxes became available when the policy changed again. Of course, after some website posted a story about it. I wonder who that was. The new caveat is that guests must have eaten at least 1 slice of pizza from each pie ordered before they are able to get a box. However, this does not appear to be enforced 100% of the time, and it's up to the team members that are working at that time. Our reporter asked for a brownie box and was not questioned, by the way. But nonetheless, Pizza Moon is still operating that reduced menu, so some of our favorites are gone. That breaks my heart. This was a fantastic menu. Very sad about this. Very, very sad. Universal Studios Florida guests can declare they are celebrating at Halloween Horror Nights with a new complimentary wristband. We got the wristband outside the Five Nights at Freddy's house. It's black with Universal Orlando Halloween Horror Nights in white on one side. I'm Celebrating is on the reverse between two red thorny hearts. The capital I is represented by a zombie hand bursting through the earth, while the lowercase I is dotted with a little jack-o'-lantern and a little ghost is in the R. If it's your first HHN, you could also get this complimentary button. It reads, "My first Universal Studios Halloween Horror Nights," against a stony background. Halloween Horror Nights 34 at Universal Studios Florida runs on select nights now through November 2nd. You can read our reviews of all the houses online. I haven't been through them all yet, so my reviews of the houses aren't up here on the channel yet, but I'm hoping very soon we'll have that. I do also have to record my review of Hollywood, and man, do I have a rant for John Murdy. Boy, do I have a rant about the drama behind that Five Nights at Freddy's house in California, but I'll save that for that video. The HamiKuma popcorn bucket has arrived at Universal Orlando Resort for Halloween Horror Nights. Popcorn bucket and other HamiKuma merchandise is available at 5 and Dime at Universal Studios Florida. HamiKuma is Japan's mascot of Halloween Horror Nights. The bucket costs $39.99, is molded plastic resembling a fluffy brown bear. He's not your normal fluffy brown bear, though, so beware, guests, but he is available now. The popcorn bucket is also available at Universal Studios Japan and Universal Studios Hollywood. Speaking of Hollywood, HamiKuma is also now appearing at Universal Studios Hollywood for Halloween Horror Nights. According to the Discover Universal blog, the HamiKuma meet and greet is exclusive to the West Coast, indicating he won't appear in Orlando. He was supposed to originally, but at Universal Studios Hollywood, the HamiKuma meet and greet will be in the front of the Animation Studio store during the daytime and evening on HHN event dates. HamiKuma merchandise is available again also in Hollywood, so you can get that all there too. It's actually in that store next to him, fitting enough. And to finish the tour, HamiKuma is currently also visiting Universal Horror Unleashed in Las Vegas for a limited time. From now until September 15th, HamiKuma will be performing, meeting guests, and being honored with specialty merchandise and food in Las Vegas's experience. The popular mascot is performing a similar stage show to that he's in Universal Studios Japan. A little smaller in scale, though. Of course, we have a ton of Halloween Horror Nights content, too much to mention here on the show, so please check out our website for so much more. There's also tons of videos here on the channel you can watch. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. Special shout out to all our WIGS members watching who make the show happen every week. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to universalparksnewstoday.com. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to UPNT on YouTube for more great content, and make sure you click the bell for notifications. If you hit select all notifications, you'll never miss an episode of our program. For UPNT, this is Tom Corliss saying the future is whatever you make it, to make it a good one.